my brother. We're gonna got some really cheap shit here, and we're gonna tell a story time video. I don't know if we're even gonna get any views, but I'm dropping a story time tomorrow, talking about my first time rolling off Molly. But what I didn't do is he didn't talk about his side of the experience, and I haven't been live in a long time. So I thought, hey, let's fucking do a little
Let's
short
go.
stream.
Do some streaming, some talking.
Grab your shot glass.
We haven't done a stream since we used to stream in your room.
Yeah, we haven't streamed together.
So what was that, like 2021, 2022?
Yeah, we haven't streamed. We haven't streamed in literally like 2 years.
Haven't streamed since me and Sean were together.
Yeah, we haven't streamed in literally like 2 years. It's been a long while, so we're a little rusty right now.
I would say like 2022, like before summertime was probably the last time.
Yeah, 2022. I'm sorry for this weird ass angle. It's really shit
no
angle.
Viewers so far.
No viewers.
He likes dark liquor. I like light liquor.
Yeah, we got.
So we're drinking.
What are you drinking? Fucking disgusting.
Svedka.
Svedka, and I have E&J because I'm broke. So
all the white girls that might watch this, they'll agree with me.
All the white girls watching. You mean they'll like Pink Whitney?
Exactly.
All right. Don't know if we're gonna get any viewers tonight, but we're just gonna get straight into the story.
No, I mean, shouldn't we wait till we get a viewer?
Wait till we get a viewer? Shit.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to wait till you get a viewer to start talking?
I didn't think this far ahead. I mean, I'm gonna upload it regardless, so that's why I'm like, fuck it.
But can't you do video points? Like I start talking about it at this time.
I don't know how to do all that shit. I'm not a good YouTuber, man. Pretty ass at this shit.
I definitely don't know how to do it. So.
Yeah, I haven't been live in 2 years. You expect me to be a decent YouTuber?
Hit your vape.
Yeah.
I haven't hit a vape since the night we
rolled.
Yeah, and you know.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start the story. We'll see if anyone joins midway through story. If you do, I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. So fuck it. This is also probably gonna upload tomorrow. So, anyways, it starts the day before 4th of July. He's been asking me to roll for a long minute, and I haven't had any interest in doing so.
For years.
Yeah.
Literally for 4 years, I've been trying to get him to roll off Molly.
Yeah, and I haven't had any interest until recently. I was like, fuck it. I'm down. And that made this motherfucker very excited. He was like, bet. I acquired it. Let's go. Let's get it going. And I was like, all right. So we say a day. It turns out to be the day before fucking 4th of July.
Which I didn't even think about that. Like, all of a sudden I heard a bunch of fireworks, and while we started coming up, I was like, oh shit, dude, it's the night before 4th of July. Like, I didn't even think about that.
I specifically thought of that. I was like, oh, that's going to be fucking dope. There's going to be fireworks going off and shit. So I thought it was a good time to do it.
Thank God no fireworks were shot at us.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
I was kind of scared that might happen.
Yeah, because we were in downtown, and the past few years in our downtown area, there's been people who just fucking aim fireworks out the car and shoot them at people. And that also happened on the 4th. Very fucked up. We were kind of like talking about that as we were rolling, but...
Because I didn't know it was the night before the 4th, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, shit might get hectic, and we might not be ready for it.
Yeah, it didn't get too hectic, though, at all. Nothing really
we stayed in my neighborhood for the
Yeah, we stayed in his neighborhood, which is really nice. If we went downtown, there was people shooting fireworks off at cops.
Because there was a point during the roll where we started walking pretty far, and there was a lot of people, and I'm like, dude, shit might get active, bro.
Yeah. It was there was like groups of people and shit. We were like, I don't know what people are on tonight. We don't know if people are fucking robbing people or whatever.
Well, that's the thing though, because when you're on Molly, it's kind of like a psychedelic.
Yeah.
So like you kind of get emotionally vulnerable, and you start to overthink things, and like, for example, that group of dudes that we kept walking by, I wasn't scared of them, but I was kind of like, you never know. You should always be cautious just in case something happens. Like you should always be on.
No, I definitely had I definitely had an extra eye out for them. I was like, fuck.
I scoped them out when I first saw them, and I knew like they weren't a threat. I was like, they're not gonna do shit. But like at first, I was like, fuck. There's like 7 of them. There's only 2 of us.
Yeah. Yeah. If they were wearing shiesty masks, it would have been over. I would have said, turn the fucking corner. If they were wearing masks,
we would have turned around right there and then and not looked back. Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But anyways, sorry to get closer, but this fucking angle's kind of ass. Let me see if I can fix it a little. That didn't do shit.
Not bad. It's
All right. So, anyways, I bring over my scale that can scale off shit up to the milligram because I wanted to, get a point exactly 100 milligrams. I also had this motherfucker test it with his reagent kit. Make sure you guys do that. Two reagent kits. You gotta be safe out here. You never know, so you gotta be safe out here. Always test your shit. So, yeah, we scale up our shit. I take the 100 milligrams. Hey, we got a viewer. Shout out to whoever's watching. I appreciate you. Here with my brother.
What up?
We're doing a story time about us rolling off Molly the other day. Gonna be a video tomorrow also explaining this, but reason I'm streaming is we're gonna get his side of it too. But anyways, so he warned me this shit is gonna taste like ass. Because we didn't have capsules, we had the pure crystal. And let me tell you guys,
that shit tugs, dude.
That shit,
straight chemicals, bro.
That shit tastes like straight chemicals, straight to the dome. Luckily,
it tastes bad. Hey, you knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when you buy Molly, like it's capped up already. So you just pop the cap. That's it. But it wasn't capped up, and it was shake too. If it was crystals, it would have been a little bit easier because you just could have taken it like a pill.
Yeah.
But it was. Fuck, oh, they left.
Oh, ripping the chat.
What a fucking bitch.
Hey, they came through. Thanks for watching for 20 seconds. But yeah. So luckily I had a Fanta to chase it. This motherfucker had nothing. He had water, so I can't imagine how that lingered.
I always just use water. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not a good idea in my mind. But so I took a point. He didn't scale out how much he took. He took like 2 or 3 points. So
too much.
Yeah, he took too much.
I took too much.
He took too much.
And I paid the price for it.
He paid the
But
price.
we'll get to that.
Yeah. I took too little, kind of. I still had a great time. But anyways.
No, you didn't. You took the perfect amount.
I think, I took exactly a point.
I kept saying you should have did more, but nah, you did the perfect amount. Yeah. We were just rolling. I was like, because you started to say, like, hey, I wish I took more. I'm like, yeah, I told you, bro. Like, once you're rolling, you're going to wish you took more. That's why I tried to get you to take more.
That's true. But anyways, I take it, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm a little nervous. I'm going to sit down, play some Call of Duty Black Ops. Did that. Fucking banger of a game. Classic. Fast forward. I don't even know how long it was. Time's a little fucky when you're rolling and just in that state, but
time flies by.
Time does fly by. But anyways, so after like 40 minutes, I'd say maybe, of playing Black Ops, I just like get this energy, that flowing feeling. If you guys ever like done a amphetamine or Molly or anything, you get that feeling coursing through your veins. And I just needed to get up. So me and him are just fucking talking. We're just rambling. And I'm trying to remember exactly how it went. I'm guessing I think I started to come up a bit as well as he started to come up. I don't know if
we started to come up at like the same time.
Yeah, we took it at the same time, so we kind of had the same, I'll say the same experience in terms of when it hit, but it hit this motherfucker a lot harder because he took a lot more.
The come up actually didn't really fuck me up. It was the peak that fucked me up. The peak is when I was kind of tweaking out.
Yeah, because we had the come up, and then he suggested we go walking, and I was fucking down as hell for that. I didn't want to sit down anymore.
Nope.
So I'm just walking around, and there was like a little
come up walk.
There was like hey, if you're in here, I see like 2 people coming in and out. Say hello. Say what's up in the chat. I want to see who's watching. But anyways, so we're just walking, and I start to get that feeling, like, the euphoria, the kind of adrenaline. There was like I don't even know how long it was. It felt like 2 minutes where I was just like, oh fuck. Like, I started to feel that panicky feeling, but it immediately subsided.
I'm surprised that you liked the come up, because most people that do Molly, they don't like, me included, I don't like the come up. Most people don't like the come up. You actually fucked with the come up, which I thought was interesting.
I like the adrenaline, but maybe if I did more, it would be too much anxiety. Because like I said, for like 3 minutes, there was like a pit in my stomach type feeling, like a scared anxiety kind of feeling, but it wasn't like too much. And then it immediately kind of washed away.
You just had like the standard Molly roll. Like you had the come up, you had the peak, you had the come down, and you would seem to enjoy most of it. I know you weren't really fucking with the come down, which is obvious because you didn't have weed. So
because I can't smoke right now, guys. I got to pass a piss test, not for like probation or anything, just for a job. So.
Because dude, even when I quit smoking weed, I remember I rolled back like November 2022. I haven't smoked weed like a year and a half at that point. And I remember during the come down, I was like, bro, I need some weed. And I didn't have it. I was like, bro, I could use a blunt.
Like, I don't really fiend for weed anymore, but this dude can attest. We'll get to this, but during the come down, I was fucking
You're gonna want to smoke some
Yeah, I
weed,
was
dude.
craving weed. Cheers.
Because if you don't redose, which a lot of people that do Molly they redose, we didn't have any more. So like,
Yeah.
you know, you want to redose or you want to get high, one or the other. And
Which I didn't either.
getting high kind of brings it back. It doesn't make you roll again, but it makes you feel something.
Yeah.
So like because you're not gonna want to go to, you're not gonna be able to sleep during the come down. So
Holy
like,
shit. I'm by. Can you two help me finish? Help a friend out. We don't swing that way, so we're not gonna help you finish. But thank you for coming through.
this motherfucker trolling, bro.
Yeah, I've never even seen that name in my life. So hey, thanks for coming through. That was a wild one.
That was a good troll comment.
That was a good comment, man. Anyways, so where was I at? Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we assume so. Hey, thank you for coming through. Hopefully you're having a good night. That was kind of wild, man.
That was good.
That was a good one.
That was creative.
Make sure you drop a like, too.
I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, we haven't heard that one. I don't really get many people coming through the comments to troll. But anyways.
This was his idea.
Yeah, it wasn't my idea.
I'm just here because why not?
Yeah, I decided, hey, let's fucking stream and talk about the Molly experience. Full video story time coming tomorrow. I just wanted his side of it too.
Shoreline Mafia still makes music? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
I thought they broke up.
That's definitely fake. Featuring Suicide Boys.
Shoreline Mafia does not exist anymore, bro.
But
they fucking separated like 3 years ago.
Trying to remember where I was. Oh yeah, so
Come up.
I kind of got that come up feeling, that anxiety. We're just walking a shit ton around the city, and eventually he starts coming up. We're both sweating bullets, and he suggests, let's go back to the crib because we're sweating way too hard. We're like a mile away from the house, and we need water and shit and some AC. So we're like, fuck it, let's go back to the apartment. We go back, we chug some waters, and I think around that time when we get back is when I start peaking. I think that's when I like put on my blanket.
No, you started peaking during when we were walking still.
Oh, really?
During the
Oh,
come up,
yeah.
you started to feel really, really good, and you're like, dude, it's getting more intense, and I feel really good, and I'm like, yeah, bro, you started.
Dude, yeah, I was like looking around, I was like, holy fuck, it wasn't like anything like visual,
but
really.
You didn't hit the peak of the peak until we got back here, and you started rubbing the blanket on yourself.
Yeah, I was like starting to peak while we were walking.
That was like the prime of your peak. And that was when I was tweaking the fuck out. I was not enjoying myself.
I'm going to tell my side of the peak and he'll tell his. So I start peaking while we get back on this walk. We go back to the apartment for some AC and water. But I'm starting to fully peak when we get back to the apartment. I have this really soft psychedelic like mushroom blanket. I start just rubbing it on myself, laying on the ground.
You were having a good old time.
Feeling the ground, and it was
You were enjoying yourself.
I started playing Mac Miller, and that shit was the fucking vibe. I'm sitting in front of the AC, just like, Pierce, this is fucking amazing.
And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I wish I could feel that again.
So,
because my story is, I used to do Molly a lot back in the day, and I used to love it. Now when I do it, I no longer enjoy it. I hit the end of the magic, is what they say. I no longer get the magic, but we'll get to that. You know, he's still telling his shit. But
well, you could chime in with your side, because
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, this was like the peak of the euphoria and just like, like feeling amazing, enjoying how soft everything felt and listening to Mac Miller. And as that's happening,
you enjoy. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I've done Molly a few times with other people that it was too overwhelming, or they didn't really fuck with the other elements of it, like the come up and the come down, which I understand. You know, Molly's a strong ass drug. It's not something you want to do very often. It's obviously a hard drug. Some people are scared to even take that leap to the hard drug.
Which, by the way, we do not recommend. We do not recommend Molly. This is just a story time.
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
No, we do not condone or recommend it.
I will say this, though. Anybody who's asked me, hey, I'm thinking about doing a hard drug, what should I do? I always say Molly. If you're going to do a hard drug, Molly's the only answer, bro. I mean, you could say shrooms, sure. You could say acid, sure, but dude, acid and shrooms, the problem with those is you don't know if you're going to have a bad trip or not. You could take shrooms and acid, it's 50-50. You could either have the best time ever or the worst time ever. Molly, you're going to have a good fucking time.
The thing with those two...
It's guaranteed, bro.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. If you've never done Molly before and you do it, you're going to have a good time. It is 100% guaranteed. You saw it firsthand. Yeah. Did you have a good time?
I mean, I'd see if I did too much. Like, I feel like if it's all dose dependent, and if you know what you're kind of getting into, you'll have a really good time. But
But
it's
like
more like,
even you're gonna have a good time at some point during it. You might not like the come up or the come down, but you're definitely gonna like the peak. You're definitely gonna be feeling good for at least an hour or two. And it's like if you do another hard drug like acid or shrooms or even like cocaine or some shit, it's like you might not
let
even
me hit
like it.
that.
You might take it and not enjoy it or have a bad time. And it's at that point, it's like, why even do it, bro?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a hard drug, do something that you know you're
Well,
gonna
the
enjoy.
thing with acid and
And I'm not gonna.
shrooms,
You shouldn't do perks or opioids. Fuck that, dude.
fuck that.
That's a no no, bro.
Yeah. The thing with acid and shrooms is Molly's, I guess, more physically harming, but acid and shrooms can really
In the
psychologically,
long term, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if you abuse Molly, it's gonna physically fuck you up. But if you do it
Or if it's
one
fake,
time, if you do
test your
Molly
shit.
one single time, bro, it'll not affect your life in any way, shape, or form at all. Not at all, dude. If you do that shit one time, you're fine, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing bad's gonna happen. You're not gonna have to go to the hospital. You're not gonna get addicted.
And when we say this and make it sound amazing, do your research, test your shit, and it's not for everyone.
Yeah,
It's not for
I'm
everyone.
not saying you should do it. I'm just saying I've had people
Yeah.
like ask me, "Hey, I want to do a harder drug than weed. What should I do?" I always say Molly.
Yeah.
Because what other
I can see
answer is
why
there?
now.
Are you gonna tell someone to do acid?
No.
Are you gonna tell someone to do cocaine?
Fuck no.
Are you gonna tell someone to pop a perk?
I wouldn't put perks
Are you gonna
and
tell someone
coke
to
on
do
the same
Xans?
tier as acid though, you
Like
know.
all those other drugs are like fuck, bro. Like I used to do a lot of acid too, bro. It's fuck, dude. Trust me,
Yeah.
I did acid just as many times as I did Molly, bro. And acid, you can have a great time on acid, but you have a bad time on acid.
Yeah.
Good luck. That's all I can tell you.
But
you have a bad acid trip. Good luck, dude.
anyways,
Good fucking luck.
back to the story. So I'm having a great euphoric time. Tell me what's kind of going through your head, because I was too fucked. Like, I was trying to tend to him, but I was having a wonderful experience.
Okay, so here's what happened with me. I used to do a lot of Molly and ecstasy back in the day. Back around like 2020 during COVID, I did a lot of acid and a lot of ecstasy. All like a lot. This was during my drug phase or whatever. And I used to love ecstasy and Molly. I used to do them all the fucking time. I did Molly at least 15 times in my life. I've done ecstasy at least like 40. I've done a lot of ecstasy and Molly. I'm not proud of that. I'm not saying that is a good thing. Don't do what I did.
Yeah.
But
Learn from him. He ruined it.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not proud of it. Okay, I'm actually kind of ashamed of it. I was a crackhead, but anyway.
We do what we live and we learn.
Point is that I used to love doing Molly. I used to is my favorite substance by far. Not even no competition. Alcohol, weed, nothing compared to it. And this now when I roll, I've rolled twice now. I bought some new Molly. I haven't rolled in a year. Okay, it's been a year since I've done this shit. I bought some new shit from my buddy, and I rolled once by myself. Didn't like it. I didn't feel the euphoria, which is crazy. I've never had that happen before, ever. And this time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it again with my brother because he's never done it. So maybe this time around, I'll enjoy it. Turns out the same thing happened. I did
Yeah.
about 2.5 points. He did
Too
a point.
much.
And during the peak, when he was having a good ass time, I was not having a good time. I was feeling jittery, like I just wanted to walk around. I was kind of tweaking out a little bit, and I didn't feel that euphoria
Yeah.
that Molly gives you, which means that I hit the wall. It means that this is the problem with MDMA is that eventually certain people who've done it a lot of times, they get that they no longer feel the magic. They no
Yeah.
longer feel the happiness, the euphoria, and that's what happened to me. I didn't feel any euphoria. I didn't feel any happiness. So I was basically just off an amphetamine, not feeling good,
Yeah.
and it sucked. And there's nothing
Yeah.
I could do about it. But I was like, I told you during the roll, I'm like, hey, bro, like this is weird. I hit the Molly wall. I no
Yeah.
longer
'Cause
enjoy rolling.
I
It
remember you.
sucks.
I
I'm not happy
remember.
about it, but
I remember you told me you were having a good time for literally like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes of euphoria. The rest of the
Yeah.
time, the euphoria just went away, and I
Yeah.
was like, man, this is
'Cause
crazy.
I could
literally hit
imagine-
the wall. Like
Because I could imagine that experience without the euphoria would just be a lot of anxiety going on.
it sucks,
And I could tell
man.
you were anxious, and I felt bad, but I just knew like all I could tell him is it's gonna pass in a little bit here, and that's about it. All you could do is just kind of like wait it out and get through it, and that's all there was to it. Um,
It's not a huge deal. Like I wasn't mad or nothing, but I just was more just disappointed. I was like,
yeah,
man, dude, like I actually hit the wall. Like I
yeah,
actually hit that wall of I no longer enjoy this. I don't get the euphoria anymore. So if you don't get the euphoria, there's no point of doing MDMA.
yeah,
There's no point of doing Molly if you don't get the euphoria from it. So I didn't get the euphoria, so that was a wake up call for me. I was like, okay, I guess I can't do it anymore. Or at least not
yeah.
for at least like 5 years. I'm gonna have to take like a 5 year hiatus from doing Molly,
And in
dude.
5 years, who fucking knows if you'll want to do it? Because,
Yeah,
yeah,
by that time I'm gonna be 30. I might not even. I'll
yeah,
probably have kids and a family and shit. I'm probably not even gonna want to. I
yeah,
probably won't even be able to do it by then.
yeah.
So, from
It'll be
what
your lowest priority.
our role might have been the last time I ever do Molly,
Yeah,
dude, which is unfortunate. I mean, I had a lot of good rolls off Molly. I had a lot of good
yeah.
times back in the day doing it, but
It
you
is
know,
what it is.
I hit the
Nothing,
wall.
nothing can last forever.
I no longer get the magic, and you got the magic.
Yeah,
You
I
you
did get the
had you
magic.
had your fun role. You had a great role, and I loved seeing it because I felt I've had so many good roles back in the day. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I was seeing you having a good time, and I was like, damn, bro.
Damn, I wish I was there.
I
Instead, I feel like
remember.
shit. Yeah.
I remember when I used to do Molly, and I used to feel exactly what you're feeling. Like I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're fucking feeling right now, and it
Yeah.
is the best feeling in the world. Trust me, I know, dude. I've been there 20 plus times. I've
Yeah.
done
Hey, if you're
so many good
watching,
Molly
say
rolls,
hello
dude.
in the chat. But I think in like, I'm gonna wait a long while. But I think if I do it again, I'm gonna do like a point and a half because, like I said, it was a great experience. It was a very fun time. I just wish it was a little bit more intense. Like I don't want to have like a fucking panic attack and get too fucked up, but I want to. I liked that feeling during the come up where it was
You're
like
not
I was
gonna
on
get a
edge.
you're not
You
gonna have a
know?
panic attack.
No, I doubt it. But during the come up, I like that feeling of being on
If you
edge.
do a
But
point and a half, dude, you're not gonna have a panic.
yeah,
Especially since you liked the come up. Didn't you say you liked the come up?
yeah, for the most part,
Most people
there was
don't.
only like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah,
I was a
most people
little
don't
on
like
edge.
most people don't like the come up. You actually liked
Yeah,
it, which means you could easily get away with doing 2 points and not
I'm not doing two. I'll do a
tweaking
point
out
and a half.
during the come
In
up.
the comments, let me know. Let me know if you guys are watching right now. If you've done Molly and what your thoughts on it was. We do not recommend this shit. We're just giving a story time, educational content. YouTube. We're not recommending this shit. But anyways, fast forward a little bit. We're just walking around more. I'm still peeking. He's having a little bit of a lesser than stellar time. I honestly feel like I
It is
feel
what
like a
it
lot of
is.
what I was saying was going over his head, to be fair, because he was so like,
No, it wasn't. I was listening
well,
to what you were saying. I
which
just,
might
I
have
was
not
just too.
helped.
No. It was fine. I was glad that you were having a
Because
good time. It was just, I was so fucked up that it was hard for me to even
yeah,
have a conversation. Like, I was
no,
tweaking
I
so hard
understand.
that I could barely even, like, speak.
But at a certain point, I kind of realized, even while rolling, I was like, man, like I was talking about life and
But
emotions and serious
that's what
shit.
happens when you're on Molly. That's what
Yeah, but I felt
happens.
like
You talk about deep shit.
I feel
That's
like
what it
you
does.
weren't having a good time, so I feel like me talking about like emotions and deep shit probably wasn't the thing to talk about at the
It
time.
was fine, dude.
Like,
It wasn't the end of the world. I've had
yeah.
way worse experiences off drugs, dude. Trust me. I've had so many bad
Dude, this
trips.
chat is fucking crazy. Who the fuck is Chance? You're crazy, brother. Don't ever say some shit
What do you
like
say?
that. Don't don't ever say some. No,
Just,
but
just.
welcome to the stream, but
Well,
that was out of
this
pocket,
is my
man.
brother, and I'm not into that incest shit.
No,
So
we're not.
nah, we good on
Happy
that.
4th. Hey, happy 4th, man. Much love. Thank you for the happy 4th.
We're not on that wrong turn shit, bro.
No, we're not on that, but
We're not on
thank
that
you.
wrong turn
We're
zombie
out in the
shit.
Midwest. We're not in West Virginia, dude. But hey, thank you for saying happy 4th. Hopefully you guys had a good holiday. But let's just fast forward a little bit more to the come down, because for me, it hit a lot quicker than him because he did a bigger dose. But we were just roaming around, and it kind of just hit me like the come up did in the peak. I out of nowhere, I was just
Well,
like, I want to
here's
go
the
back to the
not to
apartment.
interrupt you, but here's the thing about your first time doing Molly, dude. The come down's gonna fucking hit you like a
Yeah.
truck, bro. Because you feel so on top of the world, and all of a sudden all of a sudden you're back to being normal,
Yup.
and you're like, oh, this fucking sucks. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Me, I couldn't wait for the goddamn come
Yeah.
down. I was tweaking so hard. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I can't wait to fucking come down.
Yeah,
Bro.
I was
This
the
shit's
opposite. He
whack.
couldn't wait for the come down. I didn't want it to happen.
Yep.
But it just
Yep.
hit me kind of out of nowhere. It wasn't like I had any, because a lot of people, I think if I did a higher dose, maybe it would happen. But a lot of people that come down, they feel like depressed or anxious or just kind of,
It's because they can't fall
hey,
asleep. A lot of people who can't fall asleep get like
B
nervous.
Dangers, thank you for watching. Hello to you as well. Hope you're having a good night. But yeah, the if you guys are just coming in, we're talking about our Molly Roll experience, drinking a little bit. Whole story time is going to be out tomorrow. This stream is also going to be uploaded. Reason I'm streaming is in the story time I talked solely about my experience, not his at all. But yeah, the come down for me, it wasn't like depressing or anxious. It just like it sucked dick because I was tired as fuck. I was just like laying, like
That's what
sitting up, like
happens.
just tired. And I was really pissed because I didn't have any weed because I can't smoke right now anyways. I'm trying to get a new job, pass a piss test.
See, I'm not gonna lie
But
to
I
you,
was
dude.
fiending for weed so bad.
We could have waited until you could smoke again. Like I kind of felt bad
Yeah.
about that because I
No,
trust me,
no,
I
it's
know
okay.
how you felt. I know exactly
Cause
what you
like
felt,
the
and I was like,
week
damn, dude, like I
Yeah,
feel bad.
like the week prior, I was like, "Damn, I know I'm not gonna be able to smoke, and it sucks." But I literally told him like, "I'm still down to roll. I'm not gonna reschedule because then it would be like, weeks and weeks
Yeah,
later.
but
So
I
it's
know
whatever."
I know how you felt though, because I used to roll a lot, and I'll trust me. During the come downs, me and Antonio, bro, we we would be chiefing blunts. We would
Yeah,
literally be, hey, bro, we're coming down. Would start rolling up, and we would
yeah,
roll up like 4 blunts, and we
yeah.
would
Cause
chief them for hours,
I
dude.
don't fiend for weed much anymore. If I'm drinking, I like to smoke. I can't do that right now. But when I was coming down, I wanted to smoke more than anything. Like I haven't fiended for weed in years, and I wanted to smoke so bad. But it just next time I roll, which is gonna be a long time. If you guys ever do MDMA, wait a while. Wait minimum 3 months for your brain and serotonin to recover. So I'm gonna wait a while, and then once I roll again, I'll
Okay.
actually be able to smoke. 1 second, but. I wasn't here for his come down because I waited a few hours till I was completely sober and I drove the fuck home. Couldn't really sleep at all. How was your come down?
It was pretty much how every come down for me goes. See, I was tweaking during the peak because I wasn't feeling the euphoria, so I was just
Yeah.
feeling the amphetamine, which fucking sucked. But
Yeah.
like during the come down was like every other come down for me. So like you saw when I was starting to come down, I was pretty chill and normal, and
Yeah.
like it's
Well, I
big.
didn't really see you coming down because when I was still here, you were kind of roaming around.
Well,
Like you were coming
you were trying to
down.
fall asleep or get comfortable,
Yeah.
and you were like having a your first come down experience.
Yeah. I was just trying to lay down and sleep, and I was like, this isn't going to fucking
For
happen.
me, the come down for me was like every other come down that I've
Yeah.
had. Like it's the same thing every single time. Like it's okay, I'm no longer rolling. Now I'm just awake
Yeah.
and just kind of waiting for the drug to wear off so I can go to sleep. And I don't, like I said, I don't really mind the come down because I normally just kind of chill and just,
Yeah.
it's whatever. Like if I can't fall asleep, it's not a big deal. I just kind of chill and wait. After you left, I think I took a shower and then I lay down for a little bit and I couldn't sleep. So then I got up and then,
Yeah, I went home after I sobered up, and even though I was sober, I could not fucking sleep. And I just got like 3 hours of sleep. The next day was the 4th of July, and I had no energy to do
Me
anything
too.
at all.
I had 3 hours of sleep and then I had to work a 9 hour
Yeah,
shift the next day. So that was
this
fun.
motherfucker had to work a 9 hour shift the next day. No sleep barely, 3 hours, just like me. Luckily, all I did was
It
lay
wasn't
around.
terrible because I made good money, but I was like, dude, like during the shift, I was like, bro, maybe we should
Yeah,
maybe we should have rolled another night.
yeah.
I was like, dude, fuck,
So,
because it was busy. So
yeah.
like I had to actually like work, and I was like,
Yeah.
because I thought maybe it might have been dead because it was 4th of July. Nah, dude, it was not dead. It was
No,
busy.
quite the opposite, I bet.
But no, the come down. I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I didn't like was the peak. The come up was
Yeah.
fine. I didn't mind the come up. It was just like any other come up I have. And then the come down was fine. It was just the peak. The peak is what fucked me up.
So, would you say that was the worst Molly experience you ever had?
No, the time
No,
before that.
the time before that.
The
Okay.
last roll I had was worse because I was by myself.
Yeah, that's true.
I felt exactly what I felt with you, but I was by myself. So it was.
Yeah, that sounds like hell.
Plus, there was a point where it was like 2 in the morning. And I was at Sullivan Park and I called for an Uber and someone picked me up and he was sketched out. So when he was driving me home, he thought I was gonna like rob him or something. So he
Yeah.
called his buddy and he got on the phone and he started speaking like Arabic and some shit. Cause you know that's what you do if you're an Uber
Yeah.
driver and you're sketched out by a rider. You call your friend.
Call your friend.
And I
Hey,
was
this
like-
guy's kind of fucking weird. I think he's
Yes,
tweaking off the
dude.
drugs.
He thought I was gonna like rob him or some shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, bro. Like I'm not. No, don't worry. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
gonna
just.
rob you.
I'm just tweaking off the
And once
molly.
he
I'm
got
not
to my
gonna rob
apartment,
you.
I told him like, bro, don't worry. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not gonna rob you. I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable. Like I'm not. No.
I'm just tweaking off the
I
molly,
had a con
man.
with him. I was like, dude, don't worry. I know you were uncomfortable and shit. I understand why, but trust me, I'm not a criminal. I'm not a bad guy. I'm sorry if you felt uncomfortable. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, brother. Like I didn't mean to make it seem like I was uncomfortable. Like no, dude. Like it's like I understand why you were uncomfortable. I feel bad because I could see why you thought I was gonna like rob you or piss.
Because you're just sitting in the back, probably like.
Because I'm some fucking. I called Uber at a park at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's sketchy, dude. Of course he was sketchy.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Especially in this city, that's kind of a popular thing going on. I mean, any big city.
But he was. He was with it, bro. He called his friend and he kept looking in the rearview mirror at me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's speaking Arabic. Like he was ready for the action.
Yeah.
I was just like, bro. Like I'm not even on that, dude. Like I'm not trying to rob you or nothing, dude. Trust me. I'm not on no bullshit, bro. Like. So I had to tell him once he dropped me off. I was like, "I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable." I straight up told him, like, "Dude, I'm not a criminal. I'm sorry if I sketched you out. I can completely understand why." And he smiled and he was like, "Oh no, it's all good, brother. Like I do this for my safety." I'm like, "No, I get it, bro.
Yeah.
I completely get why you were sketched out. Like I'm not blaming you at all. I apologize if I freaked you out. I should have said something earlier. I should have said something like midway through the ride because I knew he was like sketched out by me." And he probably thought I was gonna like carjack him or some shit. Cause it was like 2 a.m. He picks me up at some random park.
And you're tweaking.
Yeah, and he didn't know I was tweaking off Molly, but he calls up his friend. As soon as he called up his friend, I knew like, okay, he's sketched out by me, dude. He thinks I'm gonna like rob him or some shit. No, dude, I'm not a criminal. I'm not gonna fucking rob you. I can understand why you think that, but I'm not on no type of I'm not on no type of timing like that, dude. I'm not a fucking gangbanger, bro. I'm not gonna steal your car.
Well. Just a short story time stream. I have nothing really else to add. Video is gonna come out tomorrow. Story time out tomorrow. Just wanted to get this man's side of the story. Do a short little stream. If you guys want more live streams like this, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. So drop a comment in the future whenever you're watching this. Let me know if you want another stream with my brother. So I think the best way to send off this stream is to just take a shot and say have a good night. This stupid ass fucking bullet shot glass. If you guys didn't watch during the stream, I'm pretty fucking drunk. I took a decent amount of shots, so I'm gonna take another shot.
Pretty drunk too, dude. I haven't drank since the night before we rolled.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a while, to be fair.
So what was that, 4 nights ago?
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you do want another live stream again, drop a like, drop a comment. New video out tomorrow. Gonna be uploading a story time video, like I said. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna do a little shot. So if you guys are drinking or if you're sober, cheers.
I got a cheers too.
Oh, we got 2 shots. Cheers.
For the lead.
In the comments, they're gonna be like, "Oh, these pussies chase their shots." Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. You could call us pussies.
Well, if you drink straight up Svedka, you're kind of.
Yeah, this man's drinking Svedka. I'm drinking fucking E&J because we're kind of broke. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Shout out to everyone who came through.
You didn't have to tell them that.
Yeah, we got money. We got money on deck. All right, new video tomorrow.